Alright, we will see you later.
Take it easy,
Alright.
Scar.
Come on, Scorpion. Sting.
Channel switched.
Beardo Vision! Almost got that down to where I can use the hotkeys properly on that. Had a little hiccup there. Almost pro, not quite pro. And so we begin episode 4, The Truth.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, wake
Of course, minimizing
running.
sound.
I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Human joined your
Splendid,
chamber.
Alan. I honestly believe
Lord.
we can get this thing under control
Hold
if
up.
we work together. This way,
Ah.
Alan.
We failed to notice that my prescription for my sleep meds was no refills.
Uh-oh.
So it's going to be an interesting couple of days till I can get more.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart
I
of
mean,
the
you're gonna be
matter as
staying up
quickly
with me
as
all
I
night?
can after an episode. So
Entirely
I'm just
possible.
going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this.
I promised
Alice
Wishful when
drowned.
the purple sparkly
And you
fairies
couldn't
came
face
back I'd say something.
You're suffering
Excellent.
from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual
I'd like to beat them.
thinking, an obsession about light.
They
and
only come when
darkness,
I've had
a
very, very
feeling
little
that
sleep.
Everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and
Hey, Russell.
supernatural
Speak and
forces
she
of
shall
darkness
appear.
are trying to stop you.
Did you tell him my news?
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Yeesh.
The job?
Yeesh.
Excellent, yeah.
Although I probably won't be on much because I have to be up at the crack of dark.
But yeah.
Shift
You just
starts at
shift
7.
this. You just shift the schedule.
Yeah, I'll just try to work my stream schedule around your job. You'll be alright.
If I'm off on a weekend day, I can pop in then, though.
Yeah, cool. I do plan on trying to incorporate Minecraft sometime, so hopefully we can actually play something together.
Cool, that'll be fun.
I'm just hoping that we can actually get the Minecraft server to where we can put mods on there. But I mean, I'm not opposed to vanilla, but I probably wouldn't play it as much.
I've played the bejesus out of vanilla, honestly, and there's not a whole lot left for me in it.
Yeah. Now, technically, I've actually never beaten it, gotten to end game, so there is something for me to do there. I just never saw the appeal,
Yeah,
Okay.
the only problem with the Minecraft server Travis is letting us use is it's just not enough RAM.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd work fine.
Yeah. But
Hell, a gig barely works for vanilla.
yeah.
Minecraft has a 10% per hour memory leak.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So that's constant restarts.
Yeah. With only a gig, yeah, I told that server to restart itself every at 750 megs, so it had plenty of overhead, so it could restart itself. But it only takes it about 5 hours to hit that ish.
Ouch. But it'll save and everything before that, so I mean, it's just
Yeah.
you're just gonna
Yeah.
get kicked in it and you come back in, so it's fine.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to use McMyAdmin Personal to run the other one too, because it has the automatic memory and the automatic rebooting and all that shit. So
Okay. Well, I just started up this episode of Alan Wake, and they're explaining a lot of my situation. I've woken up in basically in a mental hospital, and they're trying to tell me that I've been a patient here for some time, and basically everything I've experienced hasn't happened, and my wife is dead, and a lot of bullshit that I'm not willing to accept, sort of thing, and so this guy is trying to explain that all this has happened this way. But here's the thing. If none of that stuff happened, then why does the doctor have the broken nose that I gave him in the police station in the middle of that?
This way.
well, that's not creepy.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along.
It is a
He
game.
had to be
Wishful.
lying.
It's called the
But
Alan
under
Wake
the influence of
Project,
the drug he had
No,
given
just
me,
Alan Wake.
I had
or
to fight
Alan
not
Wake.
to
It
believe
is
his words.
it's a mind fuck.
It's all in your
Yeah,
head.
come watch it. Turn on the stream. I thought you watched a little bit of it. I think you started to watch some of it late on one of them. But it is actually a nightmare. That's actually appropriate. In fact, the sequel to it, or its standalone expansion, is called American Nightmare. But basically, you're a writer. You came onto a vacation, trying to just get away, clear your head. You've had writer's block for a while, and you're coming to clear your head, but not to actually work and write. Your wife then shows you this typewriter that she's got at your cabin, and is hoping that you'll start writing here. You get pissed off and you walk away. Then as you're walking away, you hear her scream, and you come running back to her, and she's being dragged off by something crazy, and she falls into the lake, and you go try to save her.
Wishful has very vibrant, very weird dreams, and I'd rather not give her subconscious
You've been
imagination any fuel.
Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been
That's
killed.
probably smart.
Your delusions are just a manifestation.
So I would
of your
put my foot
subconscious
down on that
mind
one.
trying to protect you from the too
Doctor Who
painful
shows up
truth.
quite frequently,
Unless
especially
we
when I've
fight
taken
the
melatonin.
fantasy, it will return.
Doctor Who's
I
nothing.
know
That's
the
not,
instinct is to
that's not
resist
bad.
me,
You,
but think
to
about
find a
it.
dream about
Doesn't
Doctor Who.
this make far
No,
more
it's not a
sense
bad
than the
dream. They're
insane
really adventurous,
supernatural
though.
conspiracy you have concocted in your mind?
And very vivid. I don't
You're
know
a
if they're not
skeptic
bad
by
dreams. They're
nature,
just
Alan. We both know
vivid.
this. Everything can be explained.
Yeah, and I just don't want to give her any ammo.
So I was actually, what got me playing this game again was that level of killing floor. Do you remember when I mentioned that, Ion? That that sort of
do
mansion.
not.
Okay, there's a sort of mansion that we were playing in. It had a little bit of an outside area with a hedge maze and a place that you could go. This is what it reminded me of, and I was like, oh, this reminds me of Alan Wake. And then neither you or Sim had really had seen Alan Wake,
Never get tired.
and I was
of
like,
you.
oh,
Very
we need to
inspiring,
do
isn't
something
it?
about that. And so that's
Cauldron Lake spread below us.
Yeah.
I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake.
Yeah.
I thought I could make out the
Yeah,
spot where
I
Diver's
watched
Isle
about
had been
15
when I
minutes of
arrived
Killing
with
Floor,
Alice.
and it was like,
Now there was nothing
yeah.
but waves.
It's TF2 with zombies.
It seems there's a storm coming.
If he's gonna
Funny,
come
I
in
don't recall
screaming,
there being a
watch.
mention of that in the weather forecast.
he's not watching yet.
Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Of course, I can't be sure of that
Alan, what
with
I'm telling you is good
the
news.
IRC changes.
Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to research.
That was my
the dark
that's
depths of
the
your
personal
imagination.
opinion. I
Not
don't know, it's just what it
surprising,
seemed like to me.
considering your
Yeah, no,
profession.
It's not that I'm not going
Imagination
to play it
is what you
again,
work
but I'm
with.
not big on FPSs.
After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it
Luigi
doesn't,
gave me a couple of
why
copies.
is that?
I played
Because
one,
I'm lying?
gave
Or
away a
because
couple.
you don't want to admit that you're not well. It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You
focused.
need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Please support by disabling your ad blocker. No.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow strike.
games.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get
some
'em to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Have you seen Das stream at all last, week?
I can't say that I have, but I haven't
This
been paying
way.
attention.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room.
I have been, and I
You've
just
been
have
writing
not
as a
seen him
part of the
online.
therapy. As soon as you feel